Let's go, guys. I'm pretty sure we are live now, and if I can show you my table, I'm not sure. No, I don't think I can. I have got my book in here. Can you guys see it clearly? Whatever the stuff, ignore it, right? We wanna write down all of my things, the mistakes I did, mistakes, rules that I have to follow no matter what, and then at the end I will write down my strategies, right? So just give me a second. Nice, that looks better. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. I'm having fun with it, and let's write down some mistakes. See, one of the things I have been doing is here. Oh wait, I gotta show you that, eh? So yeah, what usually happens with me? Maybe it looks good this side. Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at the screen, right? Though I'm not. It's the camera is like far away from what I. But hey, let's start with it. See, one of the mistakes. There are few mistakes I have been doing. Very first thing I do is if I like this, I just go in. That's it. Done. Shit ass. Bro, I don't have to play just whatever I see. Very first thing is this. I don't have to play anything I see. Then what I have to see. Then what I have to analyze. And that's how we make our strategy, right? Slow and steady. I mean, it's everything mixed up. I'm not just writing down the mistakes, but then I will also be like analyzing the shit. Like, I have to see. Obviously, I know this thing that I have to look at the float under 10 million. That's what I like. But if it's 30, 40 million, it's fine. And if that is the something, that is something kind of ticker moving in the market right now, then okay, it's fine. So float is should be under 10 million. I want like relative volume to be around 500x. If that's a good one, right? Relative volume is one thing. The float, the change percentage is not the thing, but the news is important. Obviously, the kind of theme it is running on, right? Usually there was some drone themes like Xena was going on, and with Xena, see, oh, it was nice yesterday. I could have traded that one too on market open and later. See, that was a nice dip. If we look at, yeah, it didn't bounce off of 200 EMA 5 minutes, but then it went like sold off and then it came back up. So I would have never known this thing is coming back up, but VWAP break could have played nice and 440s to 480. Let's not analyze yesterday's plays. It was supposed to be yesterday in a previous live stream, but let's do this, guys. This is the thing. I look at Xena, looks nice. Uh, 6.2 million float, 8 million volume, and wait, what am I looking at? Sorry, 7 million float, 6.68 million of volume, which is not bad. And it's sold off, right? So I am not looking at it actively, but then when I see this pop, I will look at the Nuntio and on the bot in here, right? So this guy will tell me like what's popping here. See that HCDI under 55, under 5 cent. What the bullshit. But I'm giving you an example that this thing works. Like if it pops up like this, it will tell me. And VWAP break, I could have watched it. Very nice support entry, 440s, and boom, the same candle went to 450s, which I wouldn't have sold it because I have to wait 60 seconds, right? You know that. The next candle 462, very nice move. I would have sold out most of by this time. So one more mistake I do is I don't sell most of my positions ASAP. So what do I do is, this is that's one of the mistake, but what my psychology behind it is, I'm looking for more. So greed is the issue in here, right? Don't go, or don't wait for bigger and bigger moves, bigger and bigger moves with full position. My analyst always says that yes, you gotta wait for big moves, because in stock market, and especially in small caps, big moves can come anytime, and we never know which ticker is gonna go parabolic, right? So always keep runners, and runners are like 10%, 20% of your original position. So if I am in 200 shares, I would have sold out my 80% of shares minimum. Like moves up 50%, sell it off, then 20%, 20%, and I'm done, right? I sold off my 70 to 80 to 90% of shares in the first big move, right? And then I'm holding the 10%, 20% for the nice move up. Usually I have been holding 25% of as the runners, so as to if it gives a big move. Because last week was good, except Thursday and Friday was slow, and so I bleed off some things. But hey, this is what I need to adapt, right? So next thing also comes as, I need to adapt. So the mistake, I'm writing down first the mistake and the rules, I make it from there. So I don't adapt to market conditions, or market sentiment, or market themes, right? Conditions or themes. Yeah, yeah. That's the usual mistake I have figured out that myself. It happens that market theme has changed. Market is hot. Chinese stickers were moving. Monday, Tuesday, Chinese. Oh my God, Chinese mover. That was really nice. I did not show you guys that, but that's because we started trading on Thursday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, crazy movers. I made nice profit, and then I lost more because I was not disciplined enough to keep my money with me. And so I don't like those kind of issues, which I make my nice money but then I lost it, bro. That's why I am here, to write down my mistakes, right? So I adapt. I mean, I have not been adapting because I think everyday market is same. So issue was, I was not analyzing what the market condition looks like, right? So first I needed to analyze what market conditions look like. If it's Chinese movers, if it's drones, if it's software companies moving, or the crypto news have been flowing off and dumping. If it's dump and pump and dump shit, if it's single ticker focused action, that's a good one. That's what I like it, because I know a dip and then it will rip off. If it's a single ticker focused game, then yes, that's how it plays, and I know how to play that very nicely. I like that. uh, but if it's pump and dumps, breakout have been not been crazy nice. Like, see, few days ago, that was the thing. STSS, uh, was it 680 breakout? Yeah, it was supposed to be. No, no, wait, gonna go few days. Yeah, there we go. This thing, we were it broke down pre-market. This was pre-market, very nice move in the pre-market, right? See that, from 390s to 740, very clean move. And this was fourth, which is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. That comes out to be Wednesday. 1 minute 200 EMA bounce off. We were looking for market open move, and it kind of did bounce off of 200 EMA, went off. We were looking for a VWAP break and 635, 640 break. Went off. Nice. Up there. Obviously, this candle had to close. This is not a breakout candle. This is a breakout candle. You get it? So, candle close. I entered around 640, 50, 650, 55s. Went down. I did not add. And then it went rip off 660s. I sold off only some. Why? Because I'm expecting a bigger move. Obviously, as always, this is the mistake. But breakout are supposed to be clean. This is 1 minute chart I'm looking at. So next 3 minutes, it is back to down to shit, and I stopped out with this 630s. So I took it a loss. Why? Because it wasn't a clean breakout, and then it tried to come up here, but all the wicks I didn't enter here because I looked at it like STS is not good. But when it broke up from here, I was not in. Now do you see that? Because I see, oh, this is not a strong thing, bro. It's gonna come down here, and bro, it didn't. It went up to 680s and then 704s. Now I did not enter it here. So what my mistakes is, like, see, I never know when the breakout is going to play out, right? So I have to enter the breakout. If I enter this candle, I have to enter small, dip, add more, and rip off. I will have to close it off. Now this was the single minute candle. If I added on the same candle and there, I would not have sold it. I mean, if I sold it, I can sell it, but it wouldn't be counted as my profit because I need to wait 60 seconds, which is shit as a rule, which I don't care. But hey, we are looking about it like as a real day trading with my own money. So let's focus on that way, right? So in this case, I have to sell out fast. That's the game. Sell out on the first big move, like this dip here, and move, sell it out, right? This breakout play, entry on the dip 630s, which never happens to me. I in fact enter up there. So 645 entry, let's say that, and 660 I am out. Do you get it? 10-15 cents, I am out, I'm done. And then I only have runners, which came back down. I closed it off, and then it goes up, which I would have never figured out that this would happen. I would have never figured out with this thing that it would happen. Oh my god, big wick. Oh, but it's holding VWAP. Okay. So holding VWAP, and then if it breaks off 9 EMA, I could have entered that shit, bro. Very nice. But then it rejected hard on 680 level, and then it still went off. Okay, so rejection sometimes is not bad if it holds the EMAs, if it holds this VWAP, it is clean. Okay, I have figured that out. That high volume red candle is not always bad. Should price should held EMAs or VWAP or strong support. Anyway, strong support. Usually the EMAs and VWAP are the support. See here, 9 EMA, right? Clean. Once it broke VWAP, then it came down. Then see, once it broke VWAP, I have to usually look for like, oh wait, is this here we are? Thirteens. Right, here we go. Went off VWAP, very nice support. 5 minute looking very clean. Same 5 minute candle. Uh, Went off, sold off, VWAP holding very nice. Bounce off just near the 5 minute 21 EMA, right? 613 to 619 is not bad. And then here we go. Very nice move to the upside to $7, which is pretty clean. Even if I got like 40, 50 cents, that was supposed to be a good move. 5 minute looks clean. And always try to look for this is a good. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry, guys. So this is a good one here. That whenever. Sorry. I have to also look for volume divergence. I will write it down and then I will discuss. Okay. Right now we were discussing that multi time frame analysis. I know these kind of all the words. I mean, it's not like so much like trading jargons. I know all that shit, but I know these kind of words and the mistakes I have been doing because I have been analyzing my own plays since few days, from since few months already, and I have been writing down all of my things that this is the mistake I'm doing. I'm holding for longer. I'm not holding. I'm holding for longer to expect it a big move, which it never happens, and then I sell it off at break even or sometimes even at loss. Then the mistakes I do is I go for greed. That was the same thing. I do over trading, right? And whatever money I have made, I just keep on losing it. So that's the mistake I do. Uh, sometimes I don't even look at the tickers. Like I have to see the news, float, theme, volume, kind of all of those things. And if it's so that's the technical things. That's the technical things I have to look for. And the other thing is the analytical. Whatever you say, analytical maybe the charting stuff, right? So technical and analysis, I have to do everything, and both of the things when mixed up, if it looks good, and then if it looks good at multi time frame analysis, and even I have some of the bottom these RSI and MACD. If it looks good, MACD I don't use it usually, and RSI is just for like if it's oversold or overbought. See, this was extended, so he came down a little bit, dip, and then rip off again, and then dip. Nice, you know what I mean? So these bottom indicators are not so much clear and not so much helpful to me, and I don't even watch them like frequently. But whatever I watch is the price action, the support resistance levels, the EMAs, VWAP, and in multi time frame different EMAs. Like I always say 5 minute 21 and 55 EMA is what I look, right? So I have to analyze all of those things and also look for volume rotations. I don't look for, the mistake is I don't look at different tickers. Not at a time. I don't have to give like six screens and make it like 6 4 chart grid or whatever, 8 chart grid here, right? No, this shit is I just can't see this thing. It is so small. I just can't see it. So not like that. I'm not telling don't look at different tickers at a time, but if it's something like okay, this is moving, I know it's, say, look at this, it is at support VWAP, okay, holding, I need to wait 1 more minute, let's see what PHAT is doing. Okay, it has no volume, it's going down, selling off, but there's a 21 EMA, so let's look if it bounces off. It did bounce off, so we could have taken small 10 cent, but it just doesn't give me, so it's not worth it, right? And one more thing is its float is bigger, so this is how I look. One more thing is iron. Now not much volume here. Let's see, W buy, okay, nice move here, but I think no volume. DTCK clean, it looks very nice. Where are you? So then I come back here and be like, okay, why am I looking at 5 minutes? then I come to DTCK, right? And let's assume like this is the thing. Okay, it needs to hold 200 EMA on 1 minute. If not, this is done for now. Oh, it went off, sold off. Now let's not. Let's look at KNW again, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's look at KNW again. We were looking, oh, it needs to break out. Oh, it broke out, a nice move. This is the kind of thing I have to keep on looking at, because obviously, right now I didn't show you like how with the exact time tickers and all that stuff. But at that point of time, when I'm looking, every minute, every 5 minutes, if I look at all the tickers, then I will get to know where the volume is rotating, right? If something is going down, holding the support, then I'm figuring out, okay, this shit is holding support. The next ticker I go, this thing is going down. Okay, I might not look at it for now, might set an alert. I have different screen on this side as well, and which is not here right now. But in that different screen, I can put my alert, and obviously they both are connected, so I also get the alert in here. I do see it on this screen as well, but I can put the alert and then keep that ticker aside for now, and then maybe color code it like yellow, right? And color code the green thing which I'm looking actively. The yellow one is like I might look if I get some alert, or might look every 15 minutes, half an hour, what it's doing, right? That's the thing. I have to be very active with my watch list also. Sometimes I'm like, oh, rent, this shit is just bullshit, bro. It's not even moving, and we are on after hours, no volume, shit as. Remove it, bro. Just remove it. That's what I'm trying to tell. Like, be active, don't scroll away. I just keep on moving on my phone sometimes, which I don't have to. And okay, I need to go breakfast now. But this is nice. These are the mistakes I have been doing. I've not been analyzing it technically, not analytically. Like, I need to chart down the shit. And I have been doing this now usually, that I go on daily chart, put my levels, plot my levels, right? 69 IPW is one of the good levels. See that? Do you see that rejection there? It broke off, not clean, 75, done. One more level, if I look at it, there, 78. Sorry. 78. See that? It was a rejection there. You can clearly see this was one, two candles, didn't broke down, and then boof. It broke down, then it is a then it's a resistance now. Do you know what I mean? And then from this level to it went to this level in a minute, halted down, went down again. And there we go. When it broke out, went to the next support level instantly. This has been moving literally level to level, holding support. Obviously it went down to VWAP, because VWAP is more stronger support than these kind of levels, right? So VWAP is the magnet, always goes there. I know that it always tries to go near the VWAP, and then boom, volume came in 80s, from 70s to 80s, which is not a big move. But what I mean to say is, this ticker is moving from levels to levels, and if I look at daily chart, analyze it clearly, if I look at the news, then I might get some kind of intuition, or no, what do you say, not the intuition, yeah, that this news is nice, maybe not nice. I look at the chat, like what people are saying, right? What people's opinions are. There are big whales even in our Discord, which if they think this is the thing, maybe that's the truth. I have to study what kind of news is good, what kind of news is bad. Yes, I have to figure out that, but this is the strategy I'm looking for, right? There are bunch of things I'm looking for, not just one thing. Obviously, I'm not always playing the 200 EMA bounce off of level, but I'm also playing sometimes breakout play. So if this is supposed to break out here, if it says 78 breakout level, right? Let me give you an example. This did not broke off. This is not a breakout. We are looking at 1 minute chart. 1 minute candle should close above the 78 breakout level. So this is not the play. Now I could have, this is not the play, I know that, but if it looks good, holding this 67 support, right? It is coming near VWAP. I can add 69, 68, stop loss under 66, and there we go, 10-cent move, right? So that could be the one of the play as well. And when it broke off, I could have entered here as well. This is what one of the other analysts does. He buys the dips, goes up, break out, he will add more, right? Even if it goes dips, even if it dips and holding that support, he will add more. That's how he plays like. But I have figured out, and I tried this also, I have figured out that I don't actually see when it's a dip or when it's a knife. Obviously knife, I can see that it just one big red candle, but sometimes it's dipping, and then I keep on increasing my support levels, so stop loss level, you know. Obviously there are different support levels in the bottom as well, but then I have to follow my rules that if it goes down this much, I will add up here, but then if it goes anything below that, I am out. That's the rule I have to follow, right? So I mean, dip buys are not bad. I like the bounce off plays, but I would not like to play anything other than my favorite analyst, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, like being very patient and being very disciplined, being very focused on what I want to play, the good high quality tickers, because they move big, and whenever they move, they give me nice money. Obviously, I will take small profits out fast. 80% of the positions would be out in the very first big move, and then whatever I have left is my runners. It can go parabolic wherever it wants, but I will not add more unless and until it sets up again, goes dips, holding support, and whatever that shit, and the setup looks good again after a few minutes or hours. Maybe that could be the re-entries, but not at the moment when I am trading already in that ticker, and not in like 10-15 minutes later I'm getting in early again, right? So that's not the case. I have to always look for volume divergence. What I mean by volume divergence is, let's look at here. Went off, green candles very strong, red candle also very strong, but then it has been consolidating, right? So what do I mean? It has been consolidating. This going down, do you see that? Volume going down as well. Now if the price is going down with the volume down, it means that this ticker's downfall is weak and it has a potential to go up. Now, potential means if it holds VWAP, if it holds other EMAs, and then it's not breaking down, it also has a support level with it, like the natural pricing support level, right? And then it has a potential to go up. In that case, I could play this. So I have to not only just look at one thing, but I also have to look at multiple analogies or analysis. I have to do multiple analysis in this, right? And that's how I'm getting better at it. To adapt to the market conditions, whatever themes it's moving, right? sometimes crypto news, and sometimes when Trump says like this, sometimes the finance news have been moving. There are some also things like oil and gas companies have been moving, but usually they are like the big ones, not the low floater ones. But you know what I mean. I am understanding it slow and steady, analyzing the things, and adapting to the themes what it's moving, right? There have been Chinese movers, and usually I was telling in I think previous live stream that Chinese movers usually don't move without news. Sorry, sorry, cancel that out. Chinese movers move nice without news. If it got news and if it's moving, there's some sus. You know what I mean? So if it's a high red volume candle, I've got to be very careful. Volume divergence, very important. Multi time frame analysis is what I gotta do. And do look at other tickers parallelly around, like what's moving, what's not moving, right? If something is getting the volume, then there might be some volume rotation as well. And if volume is rotating from a ticker to other one, then do look for it. Usually the same theme kind of tickers have good volume rotation in them, and they are just kind of, like if the biotech ticker, one of the biotech ticker which has a pre-market news, same thing. We have two biotech tickers, same pre-market news. It went off nice. Okay, the market open, one of the ticker is going up, the other one is going down, and the ticker that was going down is holding very clean support, VWAP and 200 EMA, everything. And then when it goes up, and then when it goes up uh, the other ticker which was going up will try to come down, which will come down because those people who bought it here, now they are selling it, and now they are selling it, they want to play another game which they see holding support, it will go up again. So that's the analogy and theory or psychology behind volume rotation, and it usually happens. I have seen that, and even my favorite analyst always says that uh, in his review sessions, right? So this is a good thing, but don't be greedy. That's the thing. Like if it's moving up, sell 70-80% of your shares, just get out, bro. Take some profits and enjoy your time. Leave runners for more and look for other tickers, because in hot market there either there are so many nice movers or there's one crazy ass mover that happens. So pre-market, look for one ticker. Market open, look for one ticker. End of the day, look for one ticker, and you should be done by then. Yes, obviously I'll be trying different tickers, but with a tight stop loss, smaller positions. Always, it is not supposed to be always smaller position, because only smaller position when it's not my favorite analyst, right? Because I don't trust anyone else, and it has been going down, maybe hitting my stop losses and all that shit. But I'm being very careful now. Monday is coming. I'm coming stronger, and I'm not sure if I am going to live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I did it today just because I had to tell all of these things, right, and show you guys what it is in my mind. What am I looking for? What are the strategies I'm following? What are the strategies I have been failing to follow, and what I need to follow now. So these are my rules. uh, no, this thing is like overrated. So I wrote down the whole page, and obviously this looks nice, and this is kind of it, right? We did nice analysis of what is going on in the market, and that's how we do it. I'm coming stronger, and Monday is a good day. Monday is a new day, so let's do this, guys. I am excited for it. I'll see you again. I'm coming stronger, and let me tell you, my M4 competition, and all these cars are coming, bro. They're coming. Look at it, maybe 3-4 years max. See you guys.